Hey everyone, welcome back to TalkFluent. How's it going today?
Hey guys! So, James, I have a question for you. When you're creating something like designing a website, cooking a new recipe, or planning a project, do you talk out loud about your decisions?
All the time. I'll literally say things like, should I use blue or green here? Let me try blue first, even when no one's listening.
Right? That's exactly what we're teaching today. How to talk about the decisions you make while you're creating something.
Because think about it, whether you're cooking, designing, building, writing, or making art, you're constantly making choices. And being able to talk about those choices in English is super useful.
Exactly. This is creative English. It's for makers, creators, artists, cooks, designers, anyone who builds or makes things.
So today, we're teaching you how to express your thought process, explain your choices, think out loud, and discuss your creative decisions in English.
This is such practical, real-world English. You'll sound like a native creator.
All right, hit that like button if you love creating things or want to learn this creative vocabulary.
Yeah, and comment below. What do you like to create? Art, food, music, projects? Tell us.
And if you're new to TalkFluent, welcome. We're James and Sophie, and we teach English for real-life situations. Subscribe.
Let's talk about creative decisions.
Okay, Sophie, so you're about to start creating something. How do you talk about beginning that process?
You can say, I'm going to start working on, and then what you're creating.
Like, I'm going to start working on this painting, or I'm starting a new recipe today.
Or, let me see what I can create with this when you're experimenting.
Or, I have an idea, let me try something, when inspiration hits.
Or, first I need to figure out, which shows you're planning your approach.
Like, first I need to figure out the color scheme, or first I need to figure out the basic structure.
Or, let's start with the basics and build from there.
These phrases set the stage for your creative process. Thanks for those examples, Sophie.
Thanks for asking, James.
All right, this is the fun part, thinking out loud while you create. How do you do that naturally?
You can say, should I use this or that when comparing options?
Like, should I use red or blue here?
Or, I'm thinking maybe this would work better when considering alternatives.
Or, what if I tried it this way instead?
Or, let me see how this looks when testing something.
Or, I'm not sure about this. Let me try something different.
Or, actually, on second thought, when you change your mind.
Yes, on second thought means after thinking again.
Or, you know what? I think I'll go with this option.
These phrases capture that internal dialogue we all have. Thanks, Sophie.
Thanks, James. Okay, so how do you explain why you're making a certain choice?
You can say, I'm choosing this because, and then give your reason.
Like, I'm choosing blue because it creates a calmer feeling.
Or, I think this works better because it's more balanced.
Or, the reason I'm using this is.
Or, this makes more sense because.
Or, I prefer this option since it's more practical.
Or, I'm going with this approach because it's simpler.
These phrases show your thought process clearly.
Exactly. Thanks for explaining reasoning phrases, Sophie. What about when you're not sure about a decision? How do you express that doubt?
You can say, I'm not sure if this is working.
Or, I don't know about this choice. It feels off.
Or maybe this isn't the right direction.
Or, I'm having second thoughts about this.
Having second thoughts means doubting your decision.
Or, something doesn't feel right here.
Or I might need to reconsider this.
Or, let me step back and look at this again.
Or I'm questioning whether this was the right choice.
These phrases show you're being thoughtful. Thanks, Sophie.
Thanks, James. Okay, so you've made a decision, but now you want to change it. How do you talk about adjustments?
You can say, actually, let me change this.
Or I'm going to tweak this a little bit.
Tweak means make small adjustments. Great word.
Or let me modify this slightly.
Or, I think I'll adjust the proportions here.
Or this needs some fine-tuning.
Or, let me make a few small changes.
Or I'm going to go back and fix this part.
Or, actually, you know what? Let me start over with this section.
Sometimes you need to completely redo something.
Exactly. Thanks for these adjustment phrases, Sophie.
All right. What about when things are going well? How do you express satisfaction with your choices?
You can say, yes, this is exactly what I wanted.
Or perfect. This works really well.
Or, I'm happy with how this turned out.
Or this was the right choice. I'm glad I went with this.
Or, I think this is coming together nicely.
Or I'm really pleased with this decision.
Or, this is working out better than I expected.
Or I nailed it. This looks great.
Nailed it means you did it perfectly. Love that phrase.
These positive phrases are motivating. Thanks, Sophie. Okay, James. What about when you're comparing different options? How do you talk about that?
You can say, let me compare these two options.
Or this one versus this one. Which works better?
Or, if I go with A, then, but if I choose B, then.
Or, on one hand, this option is simpler. On the other hand, this one is more creative.
Or, weighing the pros and cons, I think I'll go with this.
Weighing the pros and cons means considering advantages and disadvantages.
Or, between these two, I prefer this one because.
Or, let me try both and see which one I like better.
Great comparison phrases. Thanks, Sophie.
Thanks, James.
What if you're creating with someone else or want feedback? How do you ask for opinions?
You can say, what do you think about this?
Or, does this look right to you?
Or, which one do you prefer, this or this?
Or, can you help me decide between these options?
Or, I'm torn between these two. What's your opinion?
Or, do you think this works, or should I try something else?
Or, give me your honest feedback on this.
Or, before I commit to this, what are your thoughts?
These phrases invite collaboration. Thanks, James.
Thanks, Sophie.
Okay, what about when something goes wrong? How do you talk about mistakes while creating?
You can say, oops, that didn't work out.
Or, well, that was a mistake. Let me fix it.
Or, that's not what I intended. let me try again.
Or, I messed this up. Time to start over.
Or, this isn't working. I need a different approach.
Or, note to self, don't do that again.
Or, live and learn. That was a learning experience.
Or, it's okay, mistakes happen. Let me figure out how to fix this.
These phrases show resilience. Thanks, Sophie.
Thanks, James. Mistakes are part of creating.
All right. How do you talk about finalizing your creative decisions?
You can say, okay, this is final. I'm going with this.
Or, I've made my decision. This is the one.
Or, I'm committing to this choice.
Or, this is it. No more changes.
Or, I'm happy with this. Let's call it done.
Or, after all that, I'm sticking with my original idea.
Sometimes your first instinct is right.
Or, this is finished. I'm satisfied with the result.
These phrases provide closure. Thanks, James.
All right, everyone, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, comment below. What do you like to create? Paintings, food, music, writing, projects? Tell us.
And tell us, do you talk to yourself while creating? We all do it.
If this video is helping you learn creative English, hit that like button.
And subscribe to TalkFluent for more practical, creative English lessons.
We love this creative community. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for learning with us.
All right, James, let's do a full example. Let's pretend we're designing a room together.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking we should start with the wall color. What do you think, gray or beige?
Let me see. I'm thinking beige might be warmer. On the other hand, gray is more modern.
True. You know what? Let me try gray first. If it doesn't work, we can always change it.
Good idea. Now, for the furniture, should we go with wood or metal?
I'm leaning toward wood. It's more natural and warm. What's your take?
I agree. Wood works better with the gray walls. It creates nice contrast.
Perfect. Now, lighting. I'm torn between pendant lights or floor lamps.
Ooh, that's tough. Let me think. I prefer pendant lights because they save floor space.
Yes, good point. Okay, I'm going with pendant lights. Final decision.
See how natural that conversation was? We compared, reasoned, and decided together.
Exactly. That's how creators talk. Thanks for that scenario, Sophie.
Thanks for doing it with me, James.
Quick recap.
Starting. I'm going to start working on. Let me see what I can create.
Thinking out loud. Should I use this or that? What if I tried it this way?
Explaining. I'm choosing this because. This makes more sense because.
Expressing doubt. I'm not sure if this is working. I'm having second thoughts.
Making changes. Let me tweak this. I'm going to adjust this.
Satisfaction. This is exactly what I wanted. I nailed it.
Comparing. Let me compare these two. Weighing the pros and cons.
Seeking input. What do you think? Which one do you prefer?
Mistakes. Oops, that didn't work. Live and learn.
Finalizing. This is final. I'm committing to this choice.
Now you can talk about your creative process like a native speaker.
That's it. You now know how to talk about decisions while creating.
Drop your comment. What do you create? We want to know.
Hit that like button if you love this creative English.
Subscribe for more practical, real-world English lessons.
Remember, creating is a process. Talk through it.
Your creative voice matters. Express yourself confidently.
Thanks for creating with us today.
Yeah, thanks for being part of TalkFluent. Keep creating.
See you next time. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.